Hello, this is Matt on the Moon Lambeau channel, and this is starting to sound a little tabloidy, if I could just make up a word right there. As it turns out, Ripple was being blackmailed in 2017 in the months leading up to the most crazy XRP price action in the history of the ledger. How about that? Didn't expect to see that story today. Also, it's like these are, I'm telling you, so here's the second story, and I just wanted to state, like, I've never covered any story on my channel that I can recall like this, having anything to do with Ripple and XRP at least, and now I got two stories that are just along the same lines on the same day here. Here's the headline from crypto media outlet U Today. Breaking, Ripple's board member gets arrested. What? Sounding crazy, my friends. We're going to break it down, though. I will let you know what's going on. But before we go any further, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, if you would please ever so delicately tap the like button, I would definitely appreciate the support, because if you do, it will simply tell the YouTube machine that you don't completely hate this particular Moon Lambeau content. Maybe you hate it a little bit, but not completely, and thus the YouTube machine will then perhaps suggest it to more unsuspecting victims. And also, go ahead and subscribe to the Moon Lambeau channel, because, fun fact, if you do, you will actually become more intelligent. In fact, your IQ will increase without any additional effort whatsoever, and you will become physically more attractive. Members have reported that if you have a receding hairline, it becomes a proceeding hairline. There's people that have stated that their back knee, which is acne on their back, is clearing up. There are people that had unibrows and just like, bam, overnight, gone. Lots of benefits here. So if you want to look more physically attractive, all you got to do is subscribe to the Moon Lambeau channel, and that's definitely a true thing, and these are all real stories. There is no question. I'm sure there's science behind that. All right, so in we go. And here's the headline from CoinDesk. FBI investigated extortion attempt over allegedly negative Ripple videos. Ripple Labs, the digital asset payment service provider tied to XRP, one of the 5 largest cryptocurrencies, was blackmailed at the height of crypto mania 3 years ago, CoinDesk has learned. Documents obtained by CoinDesk through a Freedom of Information Act request show an unidentified individual emailed Ripple on October 19th, 2017, demanding 5 million XRP, then worth $1.1 million, in exchange for withholding videos it claimed portrayed the company in a negative light. So how about that? So just over 3 years ago. It's funny to think that literally 3 years ago, I didn't even know that XRP existed. I've been in the space for almost 3 years to this point, but how about that? Time be flying, man. Anyway, the Federal Bureau of Investigation's San Francisco and Canberra, Australia offices investigated the extortion attempt from October 23rd, 2017 to April 20th, 2018, according to the documents, which do not describe the content in the videos or whether Ripple paid the 5 million XRP. Well, this is probably one of those things where we'll never know what we're in these alleged terrible videos, so we can just kind of speculate here. But wouldn't you be surprised if Ripple actually would have done something as ridiculous as pay off somebody that's blackmailing them? Like, I'll tell you what, if I'm Ripple, the answer is hell no, go F-word yourself, please, and just move on with the day and just, kind of report it as a criminal action here. But interesting nonetheless. So anyway, the case was closed after there was trouble tracking the extortionists down with just an email address, internet service provider information, and an IP address, a computer, or a smartphone's online fingerprint, the document says. Asked about the videos and payment request by CoinDesk, Ripple did not respond by press time, and the FBI declined to comment. Well, that part's not surprising. And Ripple, frankly, if they want to talk about it, they can, but I don't know that there's any benefit to be had by doing that. So if they just choose to remain quiet because it's a non-issue at this point, then I take no beef with that, But anyway, the privately held company, co-founded in 2012 by Chris Larson and Jed McCaleb, the competing Stellar Virtual Currencies founder, is eyeing an initial public offering and was the subject of intense market speculation 2 years ago when the prices of XRP and Bitcoin shot up in tandem to historic highs. The market frenzy put targets on the backs of high-profile cryptocurrency companies in 2018, a record-breaking year for exchange hacks and other crimes victimizing them. Yeah, and certainly, I think this is certainly true. Some of the types of things that you'd see discussed, the manner in which certain things were discussed, including topics such as XRP price action. After that huge run-up, there put Ripple under this tremendous microscope, and a lot of that changed. I don't mean that in some sort of bad way, as if they're no longer transparent. They're the most transparent company in all of blockchain, but they've become strategic about the types of things that they're willing to talk about. Just like you can think about like David Schwartz, who is incredibly transparent. When was the last time he talked about price action? Because he previously at one point was talking about the idea of XRP hitting $120. So I'm just saying, and he wasn't making a prediction, to be clear. He said something along the lines of, it kind of depends on how big you want to dream, and he was talking about varying degrees of adoption that could result in such price action. And so how about that? Now into this piece, also from CoinDesk here. Ken Kurson, Trump family friend and Ripple board member, arrested on cyber stalking charge, report. And again, I'm not taking a side. I'm just reporting this because this is an XRP-centric channel. I report on Ripple and XRP stuff that's in the news. I'm not taking a side to this. I'm just bringing you the information so it is what it is. Ken Kurson, a board member of payments firm Ripple and the co-founder of cryptocurrency website Modern Consensus, was arrested Friday and charged with cyber stalking in connection with his divorce, the New York Times reported. And so why is it in crypto media? Purely because he happens to be on the board. And so I'm not speaking to the validity of this. It's just in the news, so whatever. I don't know that this actually happened. Maybe it did, maybe it didn't. But Kurson, who is a close friend of President Donald Trump's son-in-law, Jared Kushner, is accused of sending threatening messages to several people, the Times said. There is also evidence Kurson engaged in installing software on someone's computer to monitor keystrokes and reporting false accusations to someone's employer, the complaint reads, according to the Times. And so, I don't know what you guys think about this. Here's the thing. This channel is never going to be a hype channel, and it's not going to be a channel that only talks about the positive stuff out there. And so, I saw this tweet from XRP community member Galgatron, who I agree with him on almost everything crypto related, but he doesn't seem happy that this was covered, actually. And so, in response to CoinDesk's tweet linking to the story about the blackmail, Ripple being blackmailed, Galgatron wrote, "Scoop. CoinDesk penetrates through the bottom of the barrel to discover new layers of sludge to feed upon. Stay tuned for satellite photos of Brad in his underwear," which I did think was pretty funny, actually. And CoinDesk, fair enough. There's a reason that in the XRP community they're known not so affectionately as FUD desk, FUD, desk, as in fear, uncertainty, doubt, because they historically, absolutely. Have not really given Ripple necessarily a fair shake, but frankly, I don't think that there's, first of all, okay, so the piece here about Ripple being blackmailed, to me, it doesn't seem like that's putting Ripple in some sort of horrendous light anyway. And so I think that they're just reporting. It's I personally happen to take no issue with that. I'm curious kind of what you guys think about this. Should CoinDesk not have covered it? I'm just saying a major blockchain company that's considering an IPO, finding out that they got blackmailed, that's kind of interesting. And I don't think that they wrote the piece in such a way that it's kind of ridiculous, but it is weird we had two stories along these lines all in the same day here. So, you know what I always say, man? It's hey, diversity thought, totally cool here. And and then there were some funny freaking responses in this thread, though. Somebody named Neats Bucks wrote, "Ripple asking CoinDesk," and then there's a GIF here with what's her name? I can't remember her name. That she's a famous actress, but it says, "Why are you so obsessed with me?" That's kind of funny here. But no, I don't really take issue with this stuff being reported. And as far as the man Ken Kurson here and what happened as far as him getting arrested, to me that shouldn't speak negatively as far as what Ripple's doing. It's just unconnected. It doesn't make any sense. But again, I understand why they reported it. it's purely because that little connection, but does it functionally matter? Is all of this true anyway? I'm not sure. I don't know. Like I said, it's interesting because this is not the type of news that's normally out in the world of crypto, so I've never made a video like this before, but there we are. How about it? It is what it is, my friends. That's it for this one, though. I am not a financial advisor. Do not buy or sell anything because of anything that I say or write. That would be a very, very, very bad idea. Until next time, to the moon, Lambo!